All right, today we are going to tackle a really big question. How much does geography, where you are on the planet, actually shape your life? We're going to see how things like climate and water can create two completely different worlds just by looking at two incredible river basins. It's a real tale of contrasts, but with a surprisingly similar ending.
I mean, have you ever really stopped to think about this? Why is it that one part of our world is this dense, green ocean of trees, while another is a huge open landscape just covered in farms and cities? It's not random, not at all. The answer is a story, and it's a story written by geography itself. So, to find our answer, we have to go right to the planet's engine room. These specific belts around the globe where the sun's energy just has the most dramatic, powerful effect on life. This is where our whole story really kicks off. And here is the absolute key to understanding all of this. Right around the equator, you have the tropical regions. They get blasted with direct sunlight pretty much all year, which keeps them constantly hot and humid. But then you move just a little further out and you hit the subtropical regions, and there you get seasons. These two zones, they might be neighbors, but they create profoundly different worlds.
So for our journey today, we're heading to two perfect examples of these zones. First up, we're going to dive deep into the Amazon, which is, the classic tropical environment. And then we'll travel all the way across the globe to the sprawling plains of the Ganga-Brahmaputra Basin in the subtropics. Two rivers, two completely different climates, and, as we'll see, two totally different ways of life.
Okay, first stop, South America. We are heading straight into the largest rainforest on Earth, a world that is completely defined and sustained by the incredible, mighty Amazon River. Just look at where the Amazon basin is. It's perfectly centered, smack dab on the equator. This one simple fact is the key to understanding, everything about this place. It's the engine driving its unique climate. So what's the climate actually like? Well, in a word, consistent. All year long, the temperature just hangs out between 25 and 30 degrees Celsius. There are no real seasons to speak of, no chilly winters, no blazing hot summers, just a steady, sticky, humid heat. And with that constant heat comes rain, and I mean a ton of it. We're talking more than 200 centimeters every single year. This relentless cycle of heat and super heavy rain is the perfect recipe for what we're about to see. And this is the result, the selva. This isn't just any forest. It's a dense, multi-layered world where life just explodes in every direction, all thanks to that constant, powerful combination of sun and water. So how on earth do you live in a place like this? Well, life adapts, right? The trees grow incredibly tall, forming this thick canopy that pretty much blocks out the sun on the forest floor. It's home to an unbelievable diversity of animals. And for the people who live here, the forest is everything. They hunt, they fish, and they practice something called shifting cultivation, where they clear a small plot of land for a few years and then move on, letting the forest grow right back. And here's the crucial part. The rivers aren't just a source of water. They are the highways, the only way to get around in this dense green world. Okay, buckle up. We're jumping halfway across the planet now. We're leaving that dense rainforest far behind for a completely different kind of landscape, but one that is just as dependent on its rivers. The vast, fertile plains of the Ganga-Brahmaputra. And notice the change in location. We've moved north, up into the subtropical belt. This new spot on the map means this region gets something the Amazon doesn't: seasons. And believe me, that one single difference changes absolutely everything. And here it is, the crucial contrast. The summers here are hot, often even hotter than the Amazon. But then, the winters are actually cool. This rhythm of the seasons dictates the entire pace of life, especially when it comes to water. And that rhythm has a name: the monsoon. So instead of getting rain all year round, this region gets these intense, heavy downpours just during the summer. The rivers swell up, they flood their banks, and when the water pulls back, it leaves behind this incredible gift: a fresh, new layer of super fertile soil. This is the engine that drives civilization here. And you can see the results of that fertile soil everywhere. This land supports one of the most densely populated areas on the entire planet. Farming isn't just a job, it's the main occupation for millions, growing massive crops of rice, wheat, and sugarcane. And unlike the Amazon, where rivers are like jungle highways, here they are the absolute lifelines for huge cities and major industries that have grown up all along their banks.
So we've seen two profoundly different worlds, right? Each one perfectly sculpted by its unique place on the globe. But for all their differences, their stories are now starting to merge, heading toward a shared and honestly a very worrying future.
Okay, let's just pause for a second and look at this side by side. Tropical versus subtropical. Year-round heat and rain versus a seasonal monsoon. Dense rainforest versus fertile plains. A sparse population versus one of the densest on Earth. It's a perfect illustration of how geography can create such radically different destinies.
But this is the critical part. For all those massive differences, both of these essential, life-giving systems are now facing the exact same storm of modern pressures. In the Amazon, it's deforestation, clearing the forest. In the Ganga, it's pollution, choking the waters. Both are struggling under the immense weight of human activity.
And that leaves all of us with a pretty stark question, doesn't it? From the Amazon to the Ganga, these rivers have nurtured life for thousands of years. They literally created the conditions for civilizations to rise up. They wrote our past. The question now is, will we be the ones to write their ending? What is our civilization's legacy going to be? Something to think about. Thanks for joining me.